Registering an Amuta in Israel. An Amuta is basically an NGO, a non-for-profit organization. In order to register an Amuta, you need at least 2 founders. These 2 founders will be the initial board members. It's very important to contact a lawyer that has knowledge in NGO matters and Amutot laws in Israel, because it's important to understand the basic rules for managing an Amuta and to be able to obtain a proper management certificate from the Amutot registrar. You need at least 7 members altogether once an Amuta is established, 2 board members, 2 audit committee members at least, and then we're left with 3 other regular members. You need to note that the board members aren't allowed to be family related, and the audit committee members aren't allowed to be family related within themselves and between board members and audit committee members, and they're not allowed to receive a salary. In order to open a bank account, you also need to present the initial protocol where you show the 7 members, and it's important that everything is legal. And same goes for the tax authorities. You need at least 7 members to open a file within the tax authorities. You need also to have a name for the Amuta. The name needs to be a legal name and can't contradict morals of the public. And in addition, the goals and the objectives, we suggest usually that they're broad enough. Why? Because the Amutot registrar checks to see if you're using the donations, which is basically your budget and your funding, in order to advance these objectives. And sometimes the objectives you have in the beginning of the way aren't the same objectives you might have 5 years down the road. And in order to avoid a whole procedure to change objectives, it's best to think of broad objectives and not to limit them and not to have them too long. This is our general advice to almost everyone that opens an Amuta in Israel. Please stay with us for more tips, and if you're interested, you can feel free to contact us.